Between the 2014 abduction of students in Chibok and now, there have been over a dozen of attacks on schools where students and teachers were either kidnapped or killed. This next report by News Central's Uzonna Ononye helps us understand better how unsafe schools have become in the last 10 years. Here's his report.
A report by the Save the Children initiative says that about 1,700 school children have been kidnapped within the last 10 years. About 180 children and 14 school staff also lost their lives in the attacks within the same period. Let's just try to help you make better sense of all of this. There has been several, but we pick a few to understand. And first, we begin with Government Girls Secondary School in Chibok, Borno State. The incident took place on April 14, exactly 10 years today, and it led to the kidnap of 270 plus schoolgirls. This triggered widespread outrage, leading to the Bring Back Our Girls campaign. Foreign and local forces lashed out on the incident and, on the government of the day, led by President Goodluck Jonathan, and government began to react 2 weeks after silence, 2 weeks after of keeping quiet and perhaps not sure of what really happened. Many were freed several years, but we understand that some, dozens, as a matter of fact, are still in captivity. It didn't end there. We went ahead to see again from Government Girls Science and Technical College, Yobe State, on February 19, 2018, where 110 schoolgirls were kidnapped. 5 of them died on the day of the abduction, and 104 of them were released on March 2018. One of them, Leah Sharibu, everyone will remember, is still in captivity. The next incident we are monitoring took place at the Government Science Secondary School in Kankara, Zamfara State on December 11, 2020, where about 300 students were abducted. The governor of the state then said that the Bieti Allah was responsible for securing their release. That's quite interesting. And then we move to the next incident we are tracking from Government Science College, Kagara, Niger State, February 17, 2021. 27 students were abducted from their school. 1 died in the gunfire that led to the abduction. 3 staff of the school and 12 of their family members were also taken. 42 of them were freed 10 days after from captivity. And then the next we are looking at is at Government Girls Secondary School, Jangebe, Zamfara State, on February 26, 2021. 317 students were abducted from their school in one night, and the so-called bandits were held responsible. Zamfara State government shut all boarding schools in reaction. The hostages were released a few days after, on March the 2nd, 2021. Next school we are looking at is Salihu Tanko Islamic School in Niger State. On May 30, 2021, 150 students were kidnapped from this school in one operation. One of them, who was shot in the process, later died. 88 days after being with the abductors, these children were freed. And then the next school we are looking at, which appears to be the most recent, is LEA Primary and Junior High School, where about 300 pupils and students and teachers also were abducted in the morning, and so-called bandits again were held responsible. Then the interesting thing is that 137 of them were freed after, which created a kind of confusion on what exact number that were kidnapped in the first instance. However, what is most important is that they are free. A teacher unfortunately died in the hands of the abductors. The children were later reunited with their families 3 days after in Kaduna. But also remember, they were kidnapped in Kaduna but released in Zamfara State. If you connect these dots, you will understand how serious the situation had been. There are several of these incidents, several of them, but we chose to look at these few to broaden our thoughts and make us better understand the magnitude of the situation we have in our hands. Successive governments have made different shades of promises to protect schools and end insurgency in Nigeria. These 10 years and the records of incidents on the table that we all can see within the period may just be a measurement of the sincerity or lack of it from the authorities in keeping these promises.